What is up? Welcome back to the channel. And the reason it's dark right now is because I am sitting in my SI. Yes, the 2011 Civic SI is here, and it is a ricer, man. Oh my god, this thing is rough. Let me just go ahead and get out of here really quick. Alright, first things first, this shifter right here, transmission definitely needs fluid because this thing is trash. Wow. Second thing is, this clutch feels literally like nothing. Literally nothing there. So let's get on to the what is it called? Race inspired cosmetic enhancements, I guess that's what you call it. Ricer? I don't know. I'm not one besides this car. So let me just go ahead and get everything opened up under the hood and show you around it. So first off, around the car, it's actually a really clean car. Really clean car. We got lucky on the the body of it. It's got the 2011 wheels and some very shitty tires. No one even knows the name of them. I've never even heard of them. And then my favorite part about this car is actually the front of it. The grill on it. It's got a really nice like honeycomb looking grill, which my car doesn't have because it's an 06. And this car's the last year they made the 8 gens, so they have really perfected everything on this car. So another problem is these are coming off. We're gonna get the black like they're fake, but they're like the black Type R emblems, badges, and then we had to put some black VTEC badges on there, and that's about it for being around the car. I'll come back to you with under the hood. Well, my dad told me it was a ricer when we bought it, and I didn't believe it was going to be this bad, but it's pretty bad. So, starting on the back of the car here, they pretty much just cut off the muffler, not even the resonator, and then put a like giant fart can, but with no tip on it. So here's what I'm talking about here. I hope you guys can see that under there. Let me get a flashlight out and so I can show this to you. This is literally straight rice right here. Look at that. It doesn't even have a tip on it. Like that is straight ghetto. Like, can you see that up under there? It's just straight exhaust under there, and then just this fart can. So that is the first thing coming up. Well, not the first thing coming off, because I'm gonna work on the motor side first, which will be a different video, but I'm going to start that tonight actually. So now if you look at the motor, this extraordinarily ghetto short ram intake, that's pretty disappointing. Look at that guy. That is just incredibly disappointing, I gotta say. Like it's got that, it's got like a bunch of extra mounts, like bolts that are or cups that aren't needed really. So it's pretty much really ghetto. Like this thing doesn't even have a clamp on it. And then that's pretty much all for the engine. The engine sounds really healthy actually. Besides, I think the thermostat, which is somewhere in here, I forget, right there. Thermostat is also, I think, going bad because it was making some funny noises when the fan came on, which means the thermostat was opening badly. A little bit of rust on the positive post here, but that's not a big deal. Another thing, if you don't know how to take your wheels off or jack up a car or take a battery out, you probably shouldn't be doing this. Just letting you know that. So don't get into this mess if you don't know what you're doing. So that's a great piece of advice for you, because you will get lost in all of this stuff. It's very easy to get lost, and make sure you bag all of your stuff. Just bag all of it. That's some great advice for you right there. So I'm gonna keep working, and I'll catch back up with you in a little while. Had a little delay there. Back to the car. I have now started disassembling. All wheels are off. Everything's going good. About to take the bumper off. Just took this plastic piece off right here to expose this crossbar, and the ricer's gonna be less ricey. Alright guys, so this thing is literally so rice that the bumper's missing so much stuff. I've already taken off this entire side of the bumper, but over here where this light is, this entire area on the inside of this bumper is just like epoxied on, like with all this kind of stuff right here. Like that stuff is just like, what? who in the world does this to a Honda Civic Si? This car does not deserve this. So I'm just working on getting this bumper popped off, which is a very difficult task right now. So I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Alright guys, little update for you on this Civic build. My hands are dirty, because this thing is a literal piece of junk. Alright, so let me go ahead and explain this. I got the bumper off, right? Let me grab this flashlight really quick. So I got the bumper off. Look at this. All Bondo, all right in here is just Bondoed on. Like, how Mexican is this shit? And it was zip tied on down here, right? Like, there's zip ties on down there. And then, we're digging into the motor, right? And everything is like, this car was from Florida, so if you look down here at the transmission, it's got all this white aluminum corrosion on it. In here is all fine. So right now we got the air intake off, battery out, bumper off, and then just started unconnecting these little hoses in here, down here. They need to be unconnected, and then we just pull these 4 bolts out on the throttle body, and then pull the 8 bolts out on there, on the intake manifold, and then this guy is for the fuel rail, which we just pulled out. We got a couple of O-rings stuck in there, so when we pull the entire intake manifold off, that'll come right out. And beware, it will leak gas everywhere. And so far, we drained the coolant, pulled this coolant hose off, drained the coolant out the bottom, and so far that's all we got. So far so very riced out. I'm incredibly amazed. The bumper didn't even have like half the screws in it, so I'm just like blown away right now by this Civic and how horrible of a job this person did with upgrading it, but well, downgrading it pretty much, because he didn't even have a tune on it. So I'm gonna keep taking things apart, and I'll get back with you guys in a little while. Alright guys, well, I think I've come to a stopping point tonight. So I got the throttle body off right there. These things are like, I guess, from the salt water in the air in Florida or something like that, which I guess is why all the aluminum is like that. Then I went ahead and got all of this Bondo like bullshit off, like whatever it's called, like epoxy. It's almost like an epoxy that they used, which is really stupid. So next we just got to pull this guy off, which is really not that bad. Just 4 bolts up top, 4 bolts on the bottom, and then yeah, and it should come right off. And then I guess we start the install. Well, we're gonna do some cleaning up inside the engine bay, clean all this stuff off that's infected by the salt water. And then I gotta remove this battery mount down here. I may do that tonight really quick, because that's a simple task. And yeah, so that's about it for tonight.